and you got that glass. Yeah, we have a romance that could last. We'll sing together, side by side, my true love, my bride. Tonight's going to be a great show. We got the Hard Work College. We got a cat that got stuck, and according to AI, shouldn't. But we got a story on AI too. Yeah. Now, when you hear the phrase glory hole, what do you think of? Say it right now. What do you think of? Come on, let's get something down here on the chat. Come on, say it. When I say the word glory hole, what do you think about? Do you think about hallucinating dolphins or Johnny Cash? All that tonight. Yeah, right here on Interesting World News. 7 Central, baby. Stay tuned. We got it right here. It's Monday, November 25th, 2024. And Sharon, that's right, Augie's wife, she told me about a place called Hard Work College. Now, this place, you work 15 hours a week, and somehow they're able to provide you room, board, and a college education. And some really great products from their dairy, some good meat. They have all kinds of products because they have cows. And the college is not necessarily about cows or dairy. You can get a BS or a BA in several different disciplines there. So maybe we should take a look at this and see what it's all about here. Early in the morning at this place, look, going to work, baby. Look at that.
It's always like that saying, if you find a job you love.
College of the Ozarks. Yeah. The guy who first built this, he did it because he wanted them to have a high school education, and then he knew they couldn't afford it. So he himself paid for this whole institution to give children a high school education. That was a long time ago. It's into the future now. And I'm probably going to interrupt this video a lot because I'm excited how wonderful this school is.
You never work a day in your life. And that's what the dairy industry here is for me, especially. So I come down here just for fun.
Just for fun.
I don't think you can grow without challenging yourself. It wasn't going to be easy, and I knew that. I knew that going in, but it's about having that passion and having that love and then just going for it. You have to grow from the challenges you have.
The students that work at the dairy really are committed to the dairy. It's a different type of education. A lot of our ag students are very hands-on. Most of them are. So it's that part of it. A lot of them would rather be down there at the dairy working and learning that way than they would sitting in the classroom.
Okay, we have a lot of stories to cover, but I am going to say this. They have a gentleman there that is like genetically altering or getting, I guess what he's doing is getting a better gene pool for the cows. You know how the gene pool gets worse and worse because we clone and do all this other crap? He's doing the opposite. He's making better cows. And why? Because he does all the research on it. He's on the cutting edge. We will have healthy milk products, dairy products, meat, everything, thanks to these people. And I want to shout out to Sharon. Thank you for recommending this. It's a beautiful story. I'm glad we're going to do it. But we got to go on to the cat. Yeah, we got a cat. Look at this kitty. Kitty's stuck. Kitty is stuck. Look at that cat. Right there. Now, I was always told, and you comment, did anybody, Cowboy Don, okay, Daryl, okay, August is here, Daryl's here. You guys let me know. Wasn't you told or got the impression that if a cat could get his head through a hole or through something like the bottom of a door, whatever, he could get the rest of his body? It's not true. Look, he's stuck. And look what the firemen had to do. They had to, look at that. They had to cut him out. I was told wrong. This is very interesting because this is, I'm sure you guys, look at that around his neck. He got his head through it. Oh, look at this. Okay. Now, we're also going to do a story about AI overview. Have you ever heard about it? Well, who cares? Here's what's going on. It gave me the same information that I thought was true, that they have flexible spines, their collarbones ain't connected, they have small shoulder joints, they can dislocate everything. That's what AI said. Not true. I'll show you a little experiment. This is called empirical data. Come on. Thank you, Don, for all your work. Oh, wow. Hey, by the way, August doing good. He ain't a whiny little bitch no more. He's hanging out. He's chatting. And a well-spirited fella, friend of the channel here. Actually, he's more than a friend of the channel, but let's go on. What was I doing? Oh, I'm having so much fun, I forgot what I was doing. Starting to get interesting. Look at that. This is science. Now, you don't have to have anybody tell you shit after watching this. You will know what the heck a cat can and cannot do. Oh, 4 inches! 4 inches! Bam! Okay, did you guys just see that? Did you see that? Okay. So now that's just for the shits and grins. Let's watch it again. This is science happening right before your eyes. This is very interesting. And, like Paul Harvey, we got a rest of the story following this. Bam! Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt. Okay, so the head went through, nothing else. All right, we got that down. Everybody got that down. Okay. On May 14th, 2024, according to Igniting Business, what I'm about to show you. Okay, I don't have. Okay. This is what came out earlier this year. It's supposed to know everything. Cats can squeeze into tight spaces because of their flexible spine, loosely connected collarbones, and small shoulder joints. That's so full of shit. You're scared. Don't be scared of AI or Google AI overview, because it's just a lying piece of shit. What it knows is what you know. And we don't know shit. We think we know shit. We don't. But there's another search engine that you can use that's not AI overview. You know what it is? Everything that ain't right there. Like that, you can't trust that. That little thing, no. I mean, if you want the human perspective, like, let's say you want to know how Japanese people feel about brand new homes. Now, it may give you a good answer there. But if you ask it, why is the neck of a giraffe so long or something? Who knows what it's going to... It's going to know what we know, which may not be the right thing. I got to get past this. Just can't believe it. Glory hole. The next story is glory hole. What do you think of? Come on, what do you got? Is it something nasty or something cool? What do you think of when you think of glory hole? Come on, let me know. Come on, chat it up. I'll help you. I'll tell you what it's called. It's called a glory hole. Now, this could be something nasty, but maybe not. Okay.
Mesmerizing sight at Lake Berryessa. This is the Morning Glory Spillway, or as it is often called, the Glory Hole.
My guess is because there's a big hole, and so people are...
So, yeah, all the time people are swimming and they just go down that hole and they never see them again. I'm just kidding. But it's very, very dangerous for a boat or an animal or anything, because it goes straight down and hits the bottom at a 90-degree angle. It's not like that. It's like this and then like that. Yeah. So, and it comes out crazy fast, even with that abrupt 90-degree angle. So, I don't know. Let's watch some more.
Chosen to utilize other terms, but the official term is Morning Glory Spillway.
This watery vortex may look like a part of science fiction, but it is really just a big drain for the Monticello Dam.
Wow!
When the lake level rises above 440 feet, water starts spilling into the hole.
It's all curved, so you have the least resistance for the water to go down the glory hole. And it's very efficient. It's not very turbulent. It's actually rather placid. It's not that placid down inside the glory hole.
Okay, I ain't got time to watch this video, so I'm going to tell you what really happened here. This is actually the tunnel, the diversion tunnel. Like whenever they build a dam, they have to build a diversion river, tunnel, some way to send the water somewhere else so they can build a dam. And when they're done, that diverted water is brought back to the river, and hence you have a dam. So what they did is they had a diverted aqueduct or river, whatever. They drilled one. It's underground down there. But it started back. They started back a ways. So what they did here, instead of starting back there, they just drilled straight down into that other one. Yeah, held the water back this whole time. See, I know if you're like me, you're thinking, but that was the diversion. So how did they do? I don't know. It's amazing, but there it is. Wow, glory hole, huh? Now, the next story is about dolphins, and dolphins are kind of like humans of the ocean. They're like aquatic humans, and they are crazy just like us, and they get high just like we do. Yeah. You know how at school they said, don't eat the mushrooms grown in cow poop, but eat the ones grown in wood? And we all said, okay, we're never going to eat the ones grown on wood. Those ain't no good. We're going to eat the ones that's grown in the cow poop. Well, apparently, dolphins feel the same way. Let's take a gander at this. They deliberately get high on pufferfish nerve toxins by carefully chewing and passing them around. They pass them around like a joint. But it's hallucinogenic, I think, right? Comment, is puffergenic hallucinogenic, or is it a get stoned thing? Or is it like a narcotic? I mean, they pass it around. Look at this. Dolphins, look how high they are. Oh, not now. I don't want to sign up for anything ever, not even later. Okay. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. What do you think of the Man in Black? Now, Augie told me an interesting thing today of why Johnny Cash wears black. So I Googled it to find out what the stupid AI overview thought. And you know what it said? I'm going to change the subject. Yes, Johnny Cash intercepted secret Morse code as a radio operator and interceptor in the United States Air Force during the Cold War. I'm going to get right to it. You know who the first person that was that found out that Stalin was dead? Yeah, Johnny Cash. And you know how he got his job? Because they noticed he had a knack for seeing patterns. Now, you cannot see a pattern unless you have better than average memory, because that's how you see the pattern, because you remember seeing that pattern earlier. And you know, they test you, armed force testing, and they thought he was smart, so they did a little bit more testing, because they was thinking maybe we could use this guy to do high security clearance intelligence and Morse code stuff. So they sent him the Morse code stuff. Guess what? He could read it faster than anybody. And he said the only people faster than him was the Russians. I don't know. That's pretty dang interesting. And plus, he wore black because he thought that a lot of prisoners had already served their time. So he wore it for them. And the hungry. Yeah. And he also, for those who had been screwed over by age and drug use. Yeah. He thinks that age and drugs screw you over. He never, I guess he realized it was him, not the drugs, but whatever. That's pretty cool. Johnny Cash, baby. Now, I cannot play Johnny Cash's music on here because it will be demonetized. So, I got my stuff restricted in 4 countries last week because Australia doesn't want me playing The Voice. Now, as right now, America don't care if I play Australia. I guess they don't talk. But here we go, baby. Okay, that's Johnny Cash for you, baby. I love you folks. You know what? Tell me what you think down there. Duck, duck, go. Glory hole. Okay. What do you guys think? Write what you want me to do next time. I think this episode's over with. I don't want it to be over with. We got more stuff to look at. We do watch this. I was
Could move
kidding.
freely within it and was afforded free time to pursue other interests. First being taught guitar by his mother and a childhood friend, and beginning to write songs at the age of 12, Cash was able to purchase a guitar from the base commissary and started playing and singing when he could. He formed his first ever band called the Landsberg Barbarians, which was a play on words for the base's newspaper, the Landsberg Bavarian. They'd play at the officers' club in mess hall, and this is where Cash cut his teeth in music. Also interesting to note is that when Cash was stationed in Germany, one of his buddies was a black airman named C.V. White, who referred to the military-issue airman footwear as blue suede shoes.
Okay, Johnny Cash influenced Carl Perkins to write the song that made Elvis Presley famous.
And made a fuss anytime someone else almost stepped on or scuffed his pair. Relaying this story to his fellow Sun Records performer Carl Perkins years later in Memphis, Cash insists that he was the inspiration for Perkins to write the song Blue Suede Shoes, which of course became a mega hit for Elvis Presley. But beyond inferring his musical biography, it's what Staff Sergeant Johnny Cash did in his capacity as a Morse code interceptor in Germany that puts him smack dab in the middle of one of the most historic and momentous events in modern history, at least during the Cold War era. Cash says, quote, "The Air Force taught me things every military service imparts to its enlisted men, plus one skill that's pretty unusual. If you ever need to know what one Russian is signaling to another in Morse code, I'm your man."
Okay. We can't confirm this empirically because it's secret. So Johnny could goddamn say anything and we'd have to say, yeah, Johnny, because he had top secret security clearance. And we do know for a fact that he had buddies and they know he did this. Okay. We know they can't say it, but they can roll they know, they don't deny, and if they wanted to screw over Johnny Cash, they could easy. But apparently he was everything he said he was. And the way it works, from what I did a lot of research on the whole thing and interviews with everybody, but nobody can come right out and say it. So it's kind of through the grapevine. There is one person, and that was Johnny, who actually listens to the Morse code. Now, Russian has their own alphabet. So Johnny wouldn't have the slightest clue of what the letter was, let alone anything to do with Russian, let alone getting the code broken and interpreting the data. He didn't do all that. He was nothing but a reader. What a reader does is he can listen to the Morse code no matter how fast it was clicked off, all that stuff. He hears it perfect. And he has a perfect memory, and he can just listen to it and write it down like it's no big deal. Faster than anybody they ever had do that. He could do it faster than anybody. And they had to use him because they had Russian guys. And, Russia, they're not really advanced. They kind of stayed in the Morse code telegraph era for a long time. So they had some beast of guys that could click that thing. Johnny would get it. Then it goes to a guy who can interpret it, like change it to English, because it was done in Russian, and then it's done in English, but now it's not decoded. So now you send it to a guy who decodes it, and after it gets decoded, then it goes to somebody who guesses what it says, because they never really know what it says. I know, that's crazy. But there's a guy who's really freaking good at guessing. That guess ends up being sent to somebody important in the government or military after that point. But only one guy does that guesswork. Johnny don't do it. Nobody else does it. The decoder guys don't do it. Nobody gets to decide all of it. It's like a need-to-know basis, and it's intentional. No matter how smart Johnny was, they would never let him do more than one element of this top secret bullshit, even if you were the president. So I think that's kind of interesting. Johnny Cash, baby. Excuse me. Okay, is there anybody out there? Okay, say yes. Is there anybody? Is there any BODY still out there in YouTube land? Okay, if you're still out there, just say yes or something. Say just one letter. Just let me know that you're still watching. Because if you're still watching, I got something really special for you. Okay, nobody's out there. I guess I'm all by myself. Well, this show's over with then, and nobody gets to something special. I love you guys very, 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 very much. And I'm out of here.